Big shout out to the Godfather with the big shows, with news, reviews, and interviews, and lots more. Godfather, you are the real big man, you know. Never said that.
Hi, my name is Pauline, the original brown sugar, now known as Shezzie. I'll be on the Godfather Keep It Real show, www.skylineradio.co.uk. I'll be talking about the early days with songs like Hello Stranger, I'm in Love with the Dreadlocks, and to present my new song. So tune in and hear more about my musical career.
But we're going to play this one here right now. Sounds of the lady that we're going to talk to in a short while, of course. She's good in her own little way, in her own little form. She's done some great songs, and some of you ladies have danced to some of these songs, trust me. But let me play 7 first. SkylineRadio.org.uk. Shezzie, take a listen to the lady of the moment right now. SkylineRadio.org.uk. Everything okay? Yeah, sure? Well, alright, stand by.
7 lamps of fire burning beyond the sea of glass. 4 and 20 elders bowing, we're in heaven at last. Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty. On the right hand of Him, a book written within, who is worthy, worthy, worthy. An angel proclaiming with a voice, who can loose the 7 seals? No man in heaven or earth.
Fish gotta swim and birds gotta fly. Godfather show keeps it real all the time. Can't help loving that DJ so fine. So fine, so fine, so
fine. Number 7, come in. What do you mean? Hey.
7 lamps of fire burning beyond the sea of glass. 4 and 20 elders bowing, we're in heaven at last. Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty. On the right hand of Him, a book written within, who is worthy, worthy, worthy. An angel proclaiming with a voice, who can loose the 7 seals? No man in heaven or earth. Behold, behold, in the midst of the throne, the Lamb that was slain and risen again. 7 lamps of fire burning beyond the sea of glass. Sea of glass. 4 and 20 elders bowing, we're in heaven at last. Heaven at last. Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty. On the right hand of Him, a book written within, who's worthy, worthy, worthy. All nations got to bow, ow, ow. You know the time is now, ow, ow. All nations got to bow, ow, 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 ow. You know the time is now, ow, ow. No more wailing, no more crying, wailing. Sin and sickness, it will last, and all your troubles gonna pass. And the bottom's way down, the bottom, 7 lamps of fire. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. 7 lamps of fire burning beyond the sea of glass. Sea of glass. 4 and 20 elders bowing.
Yes, my people.
Heaven at last.
We live it every day.
Holy, holy, holy.
And how many days are there in a week? We live it every day.
On the right hand of Him, up a Britain with
7 days in a week. 7, 7.
7, 7.
Sounds of culture.
Heaven
When 2 sevens clash, what a bam bam. Yo.
On the sea of glass, yes. Sea of glass, yes.
Shezzie in a class by herself right now this afternoon. 1 o'clock we speak to her.
7 in heaven.
All the time, can't help loving that DJ so fine.
Then the angel showed me the river with the water, with the life. The water, they come from God and the baby sheep throne.
Gotta say shout out to my cousins and big up on myself, big up all my families, and big up all my friends. Good afternoon right now. Thing called Marching to Zion. Shezzie. These are all her new songs.
River.
She'll tell you more about them in a short while.
Hop, 2, 3, 4. Hop, 2, 3, 4. Hop, 2, 3, 4. Hop, 2.
One bright morning, I tell you, Sunday morning, in the afternoon.
Come we that love the Lord and let your joy be known. Join in this song with sweet accord. Join in this song with sweet accord. And just surround your throne and fuss around your throne. We're marching to Zion. Beautiful, beautiful Zion. We're marching up to Zion, the beautiful city of Jah.
Yes, my people, the beautiful city of Jah. I want to say big shout again once going out to all the people last night who said to me, the interview would get a downbeat on the ladies from Birmingham. And said, yeah, man, respect, good interview. Respect to all the people in tune. Big up yourself. I hope to give you another one again today at 1 o'clock.
The angel showed me the river with the water.
The lady we've been dancing to, the trio from back in the days of the 70s,
God and the baby sheep.
Brown Sugar, inside the house this afternoon.
It's so clear. It look like
With me and you and you
did I
and you.
in the middle of the city main road. On the 2 sides of the river, the tree where the life did a grow.
Hop, 2, 3, 4. 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 Hop, 2, 3. Come we that love the Lord and let your joy be known. Join in this song with sweet accord. Join in this song with sweet accord. And just surround your throne and fuss around your throne. We're marching to Zion. Beautiful, beautiful Zion. We're marching up to Zion, the beautiful city of Jah. Hop, 2, 3, 4. Hop, 2, 3, 4.
And nobody with God not take heed. Can't go in the city.
Let those refuse to sing who never knew my God. We are children of the heavenly King. Children of our heavenly King. Come and speak my joy abroad and speak our joy abroad. We're marching to Zion. Beautiful, beautiful Zion. We're of the river, the tree where it lies, it grows. Yeah, it grows, it grows, it grows, it grows. By the two sides of the river. We're marching to Zion, up to 2, 3, 4. We're marching to Zion. Step up, step up. We're marching to Zion. See them go face to face, and the name of a right hand and forehead. We're marching to Zion. Up 2, 3, 4. Up 2, 3. We're marching to Zion. I go see you face to face. We're marching to Zion. Up 2, 3, 4. Up 2, 3. We're marching to Zion. I go see you face to face.
Hello, stranger. This is the original Brown Sugar. Yes, this is the original Pauline Catlin from Brown Sugar, now known as Shezzie, saying big up to the Godfather. Keep it real, team. From my heart to heart, I love my fans always. More love, one love.
Hello, stranger. It seems so good to see you back again. How long has it been? It seems like a mighty long time. It seems like a mighty long time.
Hello, stranger. This is the original Brown Sugar. Yes, this is the original Pauline Catlin from Brown Sugar, now known as Shezzie, saying big up to the Godfather. Keep it real, team. From my heart to heart, I love my fans always. More love, one love. One love.
Chew up, my baby, my ladies, my fans, my listeners on a Sunday. What we say?
Hello, stranger. It seems so good to see you back again. How long has it been? It seems like a mighty long time. It seems like a mighty long time. Whoa, my, I'm so glad you stopped by to say hello to me. Remember, that's the way it used to be. It seems like a mighty long time. It seems like a mighty long time. Whoa, Lord.
Shout out to all my fans, all my listeners on a regular Sunday between the hours of 11 o'clock till 2. We bring you the best from around the world. We talk to many people around the world.
Oh, if you're not gone, stay. Please don't tease me like you did before, because I still love
Pauline Catlin,
all the
of course, Shezzie, We talk to her right now. Let's make that link.
It seems like we're running on time. I'm so happy you're here again.
We told the lady herself on this song. Hello, stranger.
Greetings. Hello.
Greetings, Shezzie. Good afternoon.
Greetings. Good afternoon.
I hope you're well.
I'm very well. Very, very well, thank you.
I know you're a busy lady on a Sunday. I don't know whether it was gym or church you went to this morning. Which one did you go to?
Well, I went to gym and then I have to season up my food.
Okay.
And get ready for you. But, yeah.
Thank you for finding the time to join us. What's the weather like in London anyway?
I'm not in London, you know. I live in Bedfordshire, so it's
okay.
It's pouring of rain.
Yeah.
As we speak.
Yeah, we have a little bit of that as well down this side too, as well.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
yes.
but sometimes I like the rain. It's very calming.
Okay. Any particular day that you like the rain to be on? I like it to be on a Monday.
But not a day, but in the night it's nice. In the evening it's nice.
Okay. Shezzie, of course, the famous name, Pauline, and the rest of the trio from the Brown Sugar family. We've just been playing. Yeah, we've just been playing some of your songs. We haven't played all of them yet, still, but we've been playing majority of them, and especially the ones
wonderful.
Especially the ones that had myself and many others in our age group dancing and partying to those songs. And before we touch that bass, let me just ask the question: how was life like in? Well, you're in Bedfordshire right now, yeah?
Yeah.
You was in London at one stage.
Yeah. I'm a South Londoner. Just born just outside of Brixton in a place called Herne Hill.
Okay.
And so I've been out of London for a bit now. But that's where it all began, London.
Your story began when you were friends with one of your colleagues that you became friends with for quite some time. What was her name?
You're talking about Caron Wheeler?
Caron Wheeler, that's the lady. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Caron Wheeler, the amazing Caron Wheeler. Yes.
How did you two?
Yeah, we were.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, we were kind of like, just joined at the hip from the age of 11. You know, it would be, I guess they call it year 7 now. But yeah, we started secondary school together, and we kind of eyeballed each other from across a sea of young people.
Okay.
In a school where there were so many black youths that I'd never seen so many black youths before in my life, because I lived in an area which was predominantly white in South London.
Okay.
I've moved to an area called Streatham, and I saw this young girl with a massive afro, so she stood out, and that was Caron Wheeler, and we became friends.
So who approached who?
I think I approached her.
Okay. Was it because of the hair that you saw that stood out that you said, wow, that's a...
Yeah, it was the afro. That grabbed my attention, because it was like a Michael Jackson afro. It was the most perfect afro you'd ever seen. It was bigger than Michael Jackson, because she had a whole heap of hair.
Okay.
You know? So it's this massive afro, and she was quite unique looking in that sense, you know, because we all had our beanie little afros. No, she had a massive one. So yeah, man.
Obviously, you became good friends and started doing things together. How did the music experience start for the two of you?
Well, I think Caron was always talented. When I knew Caron, she took up the saxophone in school, so she was playing the saxophone. She was very musical. I think that was her instrument at a very early age. And as far as my musical background was, my father used to sing, and he would teach us, my sister and my brother, how to harmonize.
Okay.
And then my sister, to cut a long story short, she was 4 years my senior, and you will know her as Sister Cece. who sung songs like "Stop Hurting Me" or Carolyn and Roland.
Okay.
Having Your Baby, I Admire You,
Okay.
Peaceful Woman, Don't Want to Lose You. That's my big sister.
Okay.
And so if you know, your listeners know those songs, that's my sister. And she started singing with a woman called Tracy King. And back in the day, they would be performing with another singer called Wendy as a trio, like a kind of 3 Degree thing.
Yeah.
In the American bases around the UK. And you know, my sister used to come back with all these stories, and I wanted to be like her, really.
Right.
And that's how, you know, the influence really started.
Okay. So how did the third member come about?
For Brown Sugar?
Yes.
With Brown Sugar, Kofi, the singer, as you know her, has been keeping the music alive, which I'm really, truly grateful for. She had put an article, there was an article in a local paper called the South London Press, and it was a paper that we used to get delivered free weekly back in the day.
Okay.
And unusually, there was an article with this young black girl with a manager of some kind, and she was sat on a piano, and there was her number in the paper, and I called the number, I spoke to her, and again, without going into all the detail, we met up on Clapham Common with Caron Wheeler and myself, and you know, I wanted to put a group together, and that was it. That was the beginnings of what would become Brown Sugar.
Brown Sugar, and that became the first reggae female band. Not band, but singers in England.
Trio, yeah, female trio. That's right. Yeah, reggae female trio. That's right.
And then,
then
you had 15, 16, 17 came afterwards.
Yeah, my good friends. See, me and Christine were very good friends as well. You know, me and my sister Carolyn and Christine, we sang for a little bit together after Brown Sugar as the Crystallites. So, you know, again, you know, we were, a lot of people don't know that history, that actually we were, you know, singing together, myself and Claudia Fontaine and Karen, you know, we were, you know, there was none of that competition thing, you know, we were just happy to be able to come together and sing.
So you was in a lane of your own with no competitors around you?
Well, it's not that. It's just that there was very much of a community spirit back then. So it was more about enjoying the moment, enjoying being amongst musicians and singers, as opposed to the kind of competitiveness that I have to be honest, I witnessed today in the environment.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
yeah.
So even though you're all together at that time, who inspired you to be the way you are? Who was your favorite artist when you was growing up?
Oh gosh, that's a big one, because I had so many, because I was brought up on such an eclectic range of music.
Well, which one stood out to you?
Know, oh gosh, I have to say Doris Day. For me personally, I loved Doris Day growing up, and Gladys Knight and Nat King Cole. Harmony-wise, I love the Abyssinians. Can't go wrong for me. I love Abyssinians.
Okay.
You know, Israel Vibration. You know, I'm a very rootsy person. What do you call it? Royal Rasses. You know, I was very much into that kind of music. The I Trees, my gosh, I would stick my head against the gram just to hear the I Trees harmonies. You know, yeah.
I could tell by the recent songs that you've done recently that you have gone into that rootify, and it's the strength of yourself from time. But before we do that, let's go down that memory lane that many mothers and grandmothers enjoyed those songs. And the fact that it's like, every time we hear these songs, a lot of the ladies then would say, I remember this tune, And even though we talk about moms and grandmas, our kids were growing up watching you and other people get changed to get ready to go to parties, and we'll be playing those records at home before they went out. Who was the writer around those songs like Hello Stranger, for instance? Who wrote that song?
So Hello Stranger was a cover song. And I'm not sure who the writer was, but the producer had asked us to sing that one, and that was the second song that I sang lead on for Brown Sugar. But if you're asking about the others, with I'm in Love with the Dreadlocks and Black Pride, that was written by our producer called John Kipai, and he doesn't get much kudos for that, but he was an amazing writer. And I always love to tell the public that, Black Pride being so iconic for us and with so much meaning, Caron Wheeler sang the original lead on that, unmistakably, and for me, even when I hear that, I get goose pimples because she sang it so beautifully.
So the song itself called I'm in Love with the Dreadlocks, you said, what's his name again, the producer?
His name was John Kipai, so he wrote that song. He wrote I'm in Love with the Dreadlocks,
right.
And he wrote Black Pride.
So
for those two songs.
So how did you get the inspiration? I know I don't know. How did you get the inspiration to write that song? Because I would have thought it would have been one of you ladies who would have come up with that title, I'm in Love with the Dreadlocks.
Well, I think we have to think right back to what we were going through as a community back then. It was a struggle, and I sang the original I'm in Love with the Dreadlocks because back then I was a young natty. For me, that was, from the age of 15, I started locksing,
Yes.
And, I think a lot of us, who were born in this country, we were just left to get on with it. And we were all searching for a sense of identity and connection,
That's true, because our parents back in them days were working all the time just to make ends meet.
Exactly.
For us to get on.
Exactly.
So we had
and
to...
It's like,
go ahead, sorry.
No, I'm saying, so it's like you born here, so but what they didn't realize is that the struggle for us was real.
Yeah.
We were left to get on with it, so I think, with John Kipai, who was a good 10 years our senior, he was more conscious and more aware of what was going on. And obviously music historically has a way of replicating our social issues,
It was amazing how songs sort of got us together on a massive scale back in them days. Yeah. And everywhere you went around England, you'll find that the music, the reggae music for England had an impact, even though we had Jamaican lovers rock.
Exactly, but Jamaican lovers rock was born out of British lovers rock. So we started lovers rock in this country.
So what would you say that Jamaica had as lovers rock? What was their version of a lovers rock to your?
Well, you had Sugar Minott, and those artists. I mean, they heard the British lovers rock and thought, wow, we need to be doing this. I mean, I heard that's was the story, So you had artists coming after that, the Pam Halls and everybody else, kind of joining that lovers rock bandwagon. Because don't forget, back then it was really about roots and culture, wasn't it?
Yeah, because them time you had people like Dennis Brown and great guys like Alton Ellis.
Exactly, you had some serious rhythms dropping back then, and then when you look back here now, you had Christine's Black Skin Boy, all of those, but really being really open and assertive with what we were saying,
That's true.
So, if we were forcing that sense of we're going to do this, we're going to come together, we're going to talk, and we're talking through the sound system, Well,
this tune here, Black Pride, was a big hit back in them days, and blues parties and clubs were just having fun. Mm-hmm. We were having fun them days, weren't we?
Yeah, for real.
I was talking to some people the other day about the type of music that we were playing and the things that we used to do back in them days. It cannot be repeated again.
No, and I always say, boy, this is our life cycle. I wonder if the younger generation, my kids and grandkids, will have the same sort of memories, but it's a totally different world now, isn't it?
Yeah,
and
totally different.
Having said that, I was speaking to somebody about, Benjamin Zephaniah, God rest his soul, that, our generation, we did good because we did good out of so much bad,
Well, we did so much good.
Exactly.
We did so much good things back in the time because not everybody had the ability to reach certain scale of life.
Exactly.
Benjamin is a prime example. I want to say prime example.
Exactly.
No one knew of his situation, of his disability until he died.
Exactly.
He couldn't read.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And him stand strong. So he said, "This is what I'm about." No to the order of the British Empire. You know what I mean? And I just have to respect him. And it's not that I diss anybody that accepts those things, because I don't. But I respect his stance, and I respect that he stood for something.
Well,
he stood for something when he was supposed to be a nothing, a nobody.
That's true. That's true. We played a little extract for him a little earlier before you came on. And I was trying to find a song to end that in terms of Armor Revolutionary for him, because that's what
Beautiful.
he was all. Yeah, that's what he was all about.
Yes.
Armor Revolutionary.
Revolutionary. Yes.
Yeah.
I tuned that.
You know what I mean? So our condolences going out to the family. I know for a fact every part of the community around England is admiring the fact that this man has done so much. And it was kept in the dark as a point. The only part that came out the only part that came out during that time was his MBE that he turned down.
Exactly, but that's how it goes. Unfortunately, you don't know about greatness until, such a time. When it's like you have to pass before everything comes out of the woodwork. Yeah. But his work is there, and his legacy is there, and he was one of the persons I never got to meet, but I'm so proud of him.
Yeah. I think I saw him once, and good friend of his sister and also his nephew as well. So we're going to see if we can make some contact with the two and talk about his good days. But Black is my color, and the song itself made a big impact in the lovers rock feel. Now in that time, 70s, we were all dressing up and going to work, and everybody looking good. Who was supposed to go to church, make sure to go and dance first, and then go to church afterwards, and all these things. Yeah. And the famous talk we used to have back in them days was your stairs. Which part of the stairs make the most nice? So when you sneak out the house,
skip round it. Yeah,
skip round it. You know what I mean? And sometimes when it creak, you hear the father, "Oh, that down there, so." That time him not see you, but him hear you.
Well, I remember a memory. Me and my sister Simia Caroline, we used to go to somewhere called St Matthew's, the crypt in the middle of Brixton.
Okay.
And one time the music stopped, and we just heard Pauline and Caroline, your father's at the door. That was it. So that's
I suppose that was it.
I feel like we think we got away with it, but I'm sure they all knew.
That was every lady's nightmare. Especially,
exactly. I can't forget that.
I tell you something, Daddy not too bad, but Mommy.
Yeah. Exactly. Daddy was good.
Mommy, I come in, Daddy not come in, but Mommy, I come in. Well, okay. So, good time, fun time. And how did your friends sort of, gather around you in terms of your success in the industry? What was it like with the other singers that you were around?
Like I said, it was nice because, we just got involved. We were involved with Aswad. We used to perform with Aswad. I worked on some of Aswad's songs, backing vocals, myself and Caron Wheeler. We just, it's a community where we were just, I think, like I said, there was a movement in a way, that whole movement. And we really genuinely came together despite the struggles to support each other. So, musicians and singers would very often, just enjoy the moments and support each other. In terms of friends outside of that, again, it was just that same community spirit. We were just moving together as one.
So performance-wise, in terms of traveling around England, which is one of the places that shine for you outside of London?
I'm gonna have to say Wolverhampton.
What?
Wolverhampton, Birmingham, those two places, Wolverhampton and Birmingham.
You came to Wolverhampton.
Yeah,
you came to Wolverhampton. I came to Wolverhampton. I think. This would have been either late 70s.
must have been about 79.
70. And can you remember the?
That-
Can you remember,
79.
can you,
I was invited up by this guy that had a sound system. Do you know, it's so long ago I can't remember
all right. Okay. Let me help you out.
who
here.
it was, but
Let me help
but
you.
I can see his face and everything.
All right.
yeah.
Let me. Hold on there. It's not a sound called Skip
Yeah.
Lippy, was it?
Do you know, I really don't know, but I also know that that's the first time I met.
Okay. Can you remember the name? Can you remember the name of the venue?
I don't know if it was a West Indian club or something.
Was it a place called the you got Rising Star?
It could be. But I'm saying this is way back when I met Maccabee. I remember Maccabee being there.
Hold on there. Did you hold on there? You came to the Civic Hall in Wolverhampton.
Huh?
Civic Hall in Wolverhampton? Was you part of the Lovers Rock crew that came down to Wolverhampton to do Pure Lovers Rock?
It could have been, but like I said, it's so long ago. I mean, you're talking, I'm sort of like 16, it's a long time ago.
Right.
That I really don't remember. But
Okay.
what I do remember with Wolverhampton was just the vibe and the sea of black faces again. It was different. And for me, it was coming out of London, knowing that there was an entourage, like London, and the sounds and the food. It was just wonderful. And like I said, the only other place outside of that that resonated with me that way was Birmingham.
Yeah.
But I remember something, not because I'm just talking to you. Wolverhampton had this vibe, had a nice vibe back then.
Yeah, I wish I could just get a bit more inkling of who it was, but
Yeah,
other people,
yeah.
other people might be sending me texts and so forth to sort of remind me.
Because I met this brother some years back, and he said, "Don't you remember? It's me, bring you down. It's me. You came down as Brown Sugar. It was my son." And I'm thinking, boy, I can't remember anything. But maybe I'm just
my son.
Maybe I'm going to see now.
No. Not many guys could use their sound as a promotion. I remember one particular sound had the likes of Maxi Priest come to Wolverhampton at that time, and the only person that was doing that was a brother by the name of Lippy at the time.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? It doesn't ring a bell. But never mind. I'm sure it'll ring a bell, and you can send me a text some other time, or you just remembered that still. But not to worry. But Birmingham and Wolverhampton was the main figurehead for music and entertainment, because we had some good sound systems, we had some good vocalists, and we had some good singers too as well.
Yeah.
So London wasn't on its own, and the likes of Matt Professor, who took time out to invest in country artists, did pretty well as well, supported them, and the likes of Aisha, Maccabee, and many others.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, but
definitely, I have enough respect for my professor. Yes.
Yeah, man, and like I said before, it's I'm always singing your song, and other people singing your songs too, and sometimes on a Sunday we play these songs, and I'm sure that some of the audience are cuddling up while they're cooking dinner. Or, you know what you got. Your songs can do wonders for people. It's like going to the doctor. Your songs were like the doctor. Okay, so okay.
Thank you.
So during that time, now you've done all that, great experiences, etc. What became the turning point of the trio? What happened when it all went, not, I won't say pear-shaped, but you all went your separate ways? What happened there?
Life, what doesn't happen. I think all of us have grown up with friends and friendships that evolve and move on. I think that's just what happens. Different opportunities come. We have children. I was a young mummy. So at the end of the day, you move on. Life moves on, and you get maturer, you get wiser. I ended up going to uni, ended up getting into the world of work, leaving the music industry because it wasn't feeding me and my kids. I suppose the enjoyment part became more serious now. I just started to grow up the ladder.
Yeah.
You have to think, we were kids. We were 14 when I sang I'm in Love with the Dreadlocks,
Yeah.
I was a child. I look at my
Wow.
grandkids. My oldest grandson is 22, and I'm thinking,
What?
but wait, I was just 14. What
Well,
was I doing out there doing that kind of thing for? But we were having the time of our lives. We were enjoying ourselves as children, and that's what we are connected to our youth emotionally and all the music that was happening around that time. But we were kids,
wow.
and we were highly exploited as young kids, but we were
Yeah,
having a good
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So that's the reality of it. But we have to live in it.
Yeah,
So,
during that time now, did you ever get a chance to create an album?
No, we didn't. We didn't. But I was contacted by a company called Soul Jazz Records, who put together an album was it 2020, just before COVID, I think. And that was a compilation of brown sugar songs and songs from the original Dennis Harris Dip Studios, who put together the Lovers Rock label, and that's the album which you see out there now on CD called I'm in Love with the Dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A title that would never be forgotten. Yeah, man. Well, all right. So life has changed. You went about your separate ways because of life has changed, and gravitating the style of being a big woman in a society that you had to sort of create for yourself and your family.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And people around you doing other things, hearing other songs, etc. But you was a person that had I wouldn't say a trick up your sleeve, but you had some songs that you had put down somewhere in some suitcase. So tell us about the songs that you had hidden away.
I was always a writer. Even just out, whether it's poetry or writing songs from as early as 9, I can remember writing, and I had this grip, that old-fashioned grip, a small grip under my bed, and I would just write stuff, and a brown one, right? And I would buy books, just little books, and just fill them up with stuff, with songs, and if I was feeling low or whatever, I would just pull out the book, and I still do that today, and I just write, I just pour out my heart on paper.
Right.
So,
right. So you had your emotions, your feeling, your thoughts,
happiness, all kinds of emotions.
All put in that little brief suitcase.
Yes, I have years of books full of writing.
Wow. So, in terms of people saying to you, Shezzie, have you got any songs that you can sing to us right now? You can say, no problem. I got this, I got that, and that.
Absolutely.
And that would be a wow factor to many producers and people out there who said she's been doing her homework for a long time.
Yeah. I mean that's who I am, and that's my makeup. Yeah.
Right. So the start of that other success as a big woman in society right now, you did a song called Lioness. Tell us about that song now. This is the new. Well, this is the new you, the new Shezzie.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Lioness came about because I went to Africa in 1980, and it was a shock. Obviously, being of West Indian heritage, going back to Africa, and they really never knew who I was or who we were as a people back then. It's not like now when they're a bit more wise as to the histories and what happened, and that they have a diaspora. So it was kind of shocking because it was really important for me to connect. I remember arriving in Nigeria, and they weren't going to let me through because I had dread. And one of the Rasses that were with us, he was a Nigerian Ras, and when he started speaking in Yoruba, they nearly fell over.
Wow.
And that's how he got in, because he had a Nigerian passport.
All I know. What year was this?
1980. 1980.
Okay.
And would have been about April 1980. A long time, 40 odd years ago. And
is it?
42 years ago.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow. And kind of, it was such an experience, you know, looking at these children who are stunning, and everybody that you looked at looked like somebody that I knew. One could have been my sister. One could have been my
right. So you saw the generation of generations amongst the brothers and sisters in Africa.
Yeah, and it was like walking like a lioness, you know. Just it was just that fulfillment of knowing actually.
Wow.
We are somebody, you know. I can't tell you the impact that visit had on me, you know. I remember waking up one morning and hearing this singing, and it was a call to the mosque, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not Muslim myself, but the singing was from a child. And if you hear the resonance of this child's voice, the beauty it carried itself without any amplification over an area so big that I was stunned. I can never forget that. It was like hearing a call. And you heard that call. It was just so different. And that's perhaps something that will stay with me forever. You know, the way that he articulated his voice, he moved his voice musically.
And that was...
You know, it was almost like Arabic. You know, it was just absolutely out of this world.
Yeah, when you go to these Arabic countries and other parts of the world, and they have a certain time where they do they make a sound.
Prayers, yeah.
And you can hear the noises. It's like, wow.
Wow. You know, and that's with the voice.
Yeah, man.
You know?
And there's no instruments.
Exactly.
No instruments. And it's like you go to Mexico, you go to other parts of the world where these happen, especially Dubai, in the old part of Dubai, it's there regularly all the time. You know?
Right.
Like,
but this was a child, yeah? It was a little child. About 12, you know? And I said, when I see this little thing run down, and I said, nah, man, that big voice couldn't have come from that youth there. It was rich, it was full, it was black, it was deep, it was beautiful.
Wow. That experience in Africa, how long did you stay there for at the time, at the age of a young age?
I was only there for about 3 weeks. It wasn't there that long, you know.
But a great experience for you, though.
Yeah, it was a great experience. And like I said, I had written Lioness on my return, so that's a long time. And like I said, that was a suitcase song then, you know.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here what I'm going to do right now. I'll get the ladies to hear, the fans out there to hear your song, Lioness, on your return from Africa after experiencing such a great time down there. Let them hear this song here right now.
Yes.
Golden color of my skin, melanin printed the story of all humanity within. Beauty in all its shades: cocoa, coffee, chocolate, molasses, creamy, albino, unblemished. Took a trip to paradise. Sisters, they were really nice, walking with their heads held high.
Lioness, and you've got lots of songs I got on my profile here right now. Is there any new albums out in terms of what you've had for so much years hidden away? Have you created any albums with all the songs you've got?
I haven't done any albums because I really would like to put together a vinyl of songs as my next project. Although I am working on some individual songs at the moment. So pulling them all together.
Okay. So while we're here in the middle of the interview, if people wanted to contact you or go onto your site, whatever, where can they find you?
Right. So if you go to my website, which is www.shezzie.com, so that's Shezzie, Shezzie.com. Shezzie Instagram, YouTube, it's Shezzie as well. Again, that's Shezzie. and Facebook Shezzie, so you can find me. And if you want to send me an email or get in contact, that's info@shezzie.com. And of course, all the music is available on all the usual outlets.
Okay, all right. So, listening to that song there, Lioness, when did this track come in? Don't Judge Me. Tell us about that song.
Don't Judge Me was influenced by a woman that I met, and she had schizophrenia, and she lost her children, and I felt quite emotional because I recognize a lot of women in our community, or just people in our community, that suffered from mental health issues, and how often that we are quick, or were quick, to judge things that we didn't understand back in the day, around mental health, particularly within our own families, So Don't Judge Me, she became the inspiration for that song, and I could resonate with her on some level. So that's where Don't Judge Me came from.
Yeah, let the audience hear this right now. It is, of course, 1:38 on the big one, scholarradio.org.uk. Godfather here talking to Shezzie. I always have difficulty pronouncing your name.
I don't know why, because I Shezzie.
Shezzie.
That's it.
Shezzie. Yeah, okay.
They took away all her babies. She said, I'm gonna fight till the end. I will never give in. Please don't.
And these are all in terms of women going through issues and problems with their families and unable to keep the children. And of course, you got various organizations.
Yes, around mental health.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Let the ladies listen to this. It sounded good.
Yeah.
They said she was crazy, but she could still hear a voice blowing in the wind. They took away all her babies. She said, I'm gonna fight till the end. I will never give in. Please don't judge me. Don't judge what you can't see. Please don't judge me, 'cause you don't know my history. You don't know me. So she made a journey and sat down by a well. She needed living water, but no one could tell. She was so lonely, no one to take her by the hand. She said, if only someone could understand. Please don't judge me. Don't judge what you can't see. Please don't judge me, 'cause you don't know my history. You don't know me.
I find sometimes that people are very quick to judge people and not knowing the other side of the story, taking the words of somebody else. It's a touching song this here right now. I'm sure a lot of women will resonate with this song here right now.
Yeah, I hope so.
There's a well of living water.
Because some artists, I believe that some artists sing songs in reality in terms of what they've been through their life, and also what they've experienced from others too.
Yeah, for me, like I said, there's a commonality with us as a community that we don't talk about, really. And so, like I said, when I met this person, I look at her and said, well, that could have been me, and so, you as an artist can become that channel, that voice to express what hasn't been spoken sometimes, you know.
Did you find back in the days of growing up with mom and dad that they used to use the words on everything you see if you talk about?
Yeah, but if I'm honest, my household was not a great one either, you know. And my parents separated, you know.
Okay.
So I wasn't brought up going to church. I wasn't, in a church going family. God found me much later. I had my own experience, my own walk.
And that was the spirit of life.
Exactly, So it's whether or not you're attuned to that, and at some point it does come, and it's so free and it's such a blessing. But I would say that like a lot of black families, we lived trauma filled, so music was a way of escape. Music, and creativity was.
Yeah, as you said in the beginning, that was the only thing.
Escapism.
Yeah, as you said in the beginning, that was the only thing that we had to hang on to in the 60s and 70s.
Exactly, and like I said, we haven't even begun to talk about it,
No.
So for me, music is a way, music and spirituality for me personally is a way to express that. And when I sing, it's not that I'm out there to do anything. It's cathartic, and I'm sharing,
Right.
It's purely that.
Okay. So, of course, we could talk about a lot of things, but time's running out for us right now. But let me just touch base on the couple of tours that you've done this year. You was in Birmingham and other parts of the country. Tell us about the shows that you've done this year.
Oh, well, I've done the Legacy Centre at Birmingham in October. I really, really have to say I really enjoyed that show. It was amazing. I met some beautiful people. And it was really good to be able to tell the story of Brown Sugar to Shezzie, where I am now, through song, and to share some little nuggets of the history along the way. To some people's surprise, and the wonderful thing of seeing my peer group just reminisce, especially after the show, like we're talking now, we talk about what it was like back then,
Okay.
So that's always sweet. And I've had a few smaller events. Notably, I've sold out at Peaks Express Live a couple of times, with a London posse. And I've been trying to take, the Brown Sugar to Shezzie show on the road as and when. But, when you are an artist who is managing most of everything yourself, it's a feat,
Yeah, it is.
But I'm grateful for the doors that I've opened. I'm grateful for the amazing DJs like yourself that are able to give us artists a platform, because without you, we wouldn't have a way to speak to our communities,
Well, funny enough there, let me just give somebody a mention. Colin
Sims.
Colin Sims. When he sent me the text and says, "Yo, you want to talk to such and such?" I says, "What?" I lie. I says to him, "Make the contact then." And by
wow, he's amazing.
That brother there.
He's amazing brother. And I always say, some people are doors. They're either open or they're closed.
And
he's wide open. He's wide open, man.
He's one of them. He's a big fan he's a big fan of the Godfather show, and he likes the talents that come on this show right now. So I want to say manners and respect to you, Colin Sims. If you're in show.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean?
Send enough love.
Well, I want to play a song right now before you go with your business and finish cook your dinner. And this one here. Now, a lot of ladies out there, they have a very quiet heart within themselves. The emotional side that we men don't see. You did a song. Do you know where I'm going? You're laughing already. Do you know where I'm going?
I believe so. Yeah. So can't help loving that man.
Oh gosh, how you know that? The fish. How that come about? The fish.
Well, it's originally an Ella Fitzgerald song, and it was the first song I ever learned to sing outside of a hymn book, put it that way.
Wow.
And I always imagined singing this in reggae, so, I learned it at the age of 11, and I learned it in school. And when I heard myself, I remember the first time hearing myself sing it, and I just thought it sounded so sweet, even to my own ears. It was the style of it, the jazz style. And I'd always wanted to do this in reggae, but never ever found the right producer or musician to pull it off. And I have to give enough praise and kudos to Kyo Brown, the amazing Kyo Brown, for producing not just this song, but my whole EP, the Lioness EP. It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's amazing, and still in love with that man. We would have thought it would have been a man somewhere out the road, but we talk about the father.
Well, there you go. You never know.
That's what I'm saying in the beginning of the conversation. A woman has a heart somewhere that we don't see as men. We're gonna play that. We're gonna play that song right now, so people know what we're talking about. Take a listen to this.
Fish gotta swim and birds gotta fly. Godfather show keeps it real all the time. Can't help loving that DJ so fine. So fine, so fine, so fine. Fish got to swim and birds gotta fly. I'm gonna love one man till I die. Can't help loving that man of mine. Tell me he's lazy, tell me he's slow. Tell me I'm crazy, maybe I know. I just can't help loving that man of mine.
Yeah, man. Loving that man of mine. And I know there's a lot of women out there saying the same thing. They're loving their man to the maximum, and you know what I mean. You know, for a fact, there's a lot of free ladies out there right now looking for the perfect man, and sometimes them say, sometimes don't look too far, cause sometimes the man is right in front of you, but you're gone over there, so and this, so and this. So.
Yeah. So them say, yes.
Oh God, I think we're coming from the same cloth in the same year that we were born in the '60s, me and you.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And we have many stories to tell about many people from different walks of life, from different parts of the country of England. And even though we're all doing the same thing, we all have understanding, because back in them days, as you mentioned, you had your natty at the time, and I had my natty as well. Nearly everybody from the 60s, 70s had natty at the time. And believe it or not, that was in Margaret Thatcher's days as well.
Exactly. So you either had natty or you were going to church. So it was either one of the two.
Them time it was a wet look thing in the place. And
true.
You know what I mean? So there was a division between Rastas and Christians and different religions.
Exactly. But look, even Christian are wearing natty now. So I'm just saying that to stand up and be who you really are in either setting is a thing.
Yeah. So.
And so
I'm just wondering that the elders, the real elders, the generation of our elders, seeing Benjamin Zephaniah with his dreadlocks in the media so much hidden away from society, they must be thinking to themselves, why? Because them time, man, used to talk. My parents used to talk about mop sticking on. You hear coming like mop sticking on these things.
Yeah.
They never really knew much about Rastas at the time, because society in Jamaica had downgraded the Rastas back in them days with Buster Monty.
Well, they said treat them like shite, But at the end of the day, look, what did they say? The one rejected has become the head cornerstone, so to speak.
Right.
I mean that more in a community sense. That even our European Caucasian counterparts want to be Ras.
Yeah.
So it's I love that potential unity it has brought about. amongst communities, especially the music.
Yeah.
But that's another discussion.
That is
innit?
another discussion.
There are layers. There's layers.
I hope we could have another discussion some other time. And probably when you put your albums together, etc., and got more songs on the trail that we can feature for the people. And I'm sure today's show has been a good one for the listeners who have never heard of you, never had the chance to listen to your voice and hear you talk. And also you got...
Oh, so appreciate it.
Yeah, man, you got so much songs out there right now that I've been pumping these songs for quite a few weeks and I'm letting people know on the adverts, etc. So, it's all been good this afternoon. I want to say thank you very much for your time. And
so grateful.
Anything you want to say to your fans out there before you go?
Just so grateful that you hold on to those memories, which are my memories too. Just to say to my fans and people that have listened, fans is a funny word, but to my people, celebrate on yourself. You've done a great job. And just more love, more life, more light, and keep it blessed. And just thank you, especially, and Colin, for this opportunity.
Well, thank you for finding the time this afternoon. And all the best
Pleasure.
for 2024. And I hope to hear from you very soon.
And you too.
Thank you for your time. Enough respect.
All right. Okay.
Bye for now.
Okay, give thanks.
All right.
Bye-bye.
SkylineRadio.org.uk. There you have it. The sounds of Shezzie, Brown Sugar. I tell you, we're going to play this song here just to remind you, of course, can't help loving that guy.
Fish gotta swim and birds gotta fly. Godfather show keeps it real all the time. Can't help loving that DJ so fine. Fish got to swim and birds gotta fly. I'm gonna love one man till I die. Can't help loving that man of mine.
I tell you.
Tell me he's lazy. Tell me he's slow. Tell me I'm crazy, maybe I know. I just can't help loving that man of mine.
Shouting out to my wife. She said the same thing too.
When he goes away.
And all my fans too as well, loving this. Yeah, man. Can't stop loving that man somewhere, somehow.
That day is fine.
Shezzie. What an interview, yeah?
He can come home as late as can be. Home without him ain't no home to me. I just can't.
I'm gonna say shagging out to my good friend Irims all the way in St. Mary, Jamaica. Him say, your father, you go on bad out the road. Jamaica. Also coming from my listener says, what a wonderful interview. Thank you very much. Yo, Cynthia and Paul, Ruby and Paul, what go on? What you mean? The best of the best here on the Keep It Real Sunday show, you know. What a song, eh? Y'all Mr. Fix later on at 7:30 till 10. What you mean? Y'all Mr. Fix, where is it? Big tune. Chon.
He can come home as late as can be. Home without him ain't no home to me. I just can't.
Easy country Judah, sir. Easy, sir. What you mean? Top thing, you know.
I'm loving that man.
Well, next week we're supposed to have another interview with Kofi. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it next week. But we're going to wrap it up for the end of this month here right now. A brand new start for 2024 in the month of January. What a tune. What a tune. What a tune. Yo, you want the next one? You want a next one? Well, all right. We're going to play a next one. Teen Call, Come Home. Come on home. Ladies, who's coming home?
My child, gotta know what you mean to me. A gifted soul to my woman, a soul for eternity. My child, I got down on my knees and I prayed. Don't you know you're a blessed, baba boom boom baby. Cause just like Hannah said, I wanna dedicate you to God's temple. So dangerously, that old devil got you playing the streets. My heart skips a beat, I can't sleep. My Samuel, pray tell, can you hear a still small voice calling you, yes, warning you? You got to make a choice, cause just like Hannah said, I wanna dedicate you to God's temple. Come home.
People, it'd been nice this afternoon having your attention and talking to a famous artist and the trio from Brown Sugar. I tell you, couldn't get any better.
Life it plays like a chess game. Make a move, make the right choice. When you have spirit.
Welcome next year. We hope to have her back once she's completed the album.
Just like Hannah.
But it's been an honor. Manners and respect to she and you as well, the listeners, and all my silent listeners. Thank you for your time. Thank you for supporting the Godfather Keep It Real show. Catch me back next week. And we talk about Benjamin Zephaniah and the family. We hope to have him inside. Once again, big shout out to all the people who went out last night. Big up the Ghetto Don't Be Crew. Yo, I like the t-shirt them. I like the logo. Also, the ladies vibe sound from out of Birmingham. Yo, Centurion girls, them looking good last night, I tell you. But in the meantime, between time, God bless, take care, look after yourself. Until next week, Sunday, I'm out of here.
Big shout out to the Godfather with the big shows, with news, reviews, and interviews, and lots more. Godfather, you are the real big man, you know. Never said that.
Yo, this is Mark Professor of Arriva Studio on Keeping It Real. W Crazy with the Godfather. Whoa!